he has a Magic Johnson. Come on.
Of course.
Thank you so much, KJ the comedian. Thank you for the love. Arden, the Big Ten stuff with me.
Okay, cool. I'm just gonna set this up too.
Oh, hell yeah. See, local legend, right?
Yeah.
That was awesome. All right, so your next comedian, I kind of told you a little bit about him, but I'm so happy to be introducing him. Me and this dude met years ago at a stand-up comedy open mic. Two middle-aged guys trying to figure out how to get through a midlife crisis. And then, sure enough, he got to be featured in my Jesse the Shrink's Midlife Crisis show at the House of Comedy earlier this year. And then I got to go watch him win second place in the funniest person in the Twin Cities contest. So it gives me great privilege to introduce to you my friend, the very funny Dave Gus. Woo!
So I actually think of it more as he got to watch me lose first place at the contest. And for those of you who know me, you'll get, how appropriate it is that I see it that way. Okay, that's perfect. All right. So Jesse taught me that professionals always get the mic and then they just move the stand out of the way. So I got that down, right? Thanks. Yeah. So I, like he said, I didn't get into stand-up till I was in my 40s. Because before that, I was happy. People wonder how do you get into stand-up, and from what I can tell, for most of the greats, it's traumatic childhood. And yeah, luckily though for me, that's true too. Well, my traumatic childhood started when I was 40 with the birth of my first child. I presume I'll be a phenomenal comic since I'm currently going through 3 traumatic childhoods. Traumatic for me, not for them, just so we're clear. But some comics do a lot of self-deprecating jokes, but not me. I'm no good at it. Yeah, I love a smart crowd. You're smart if you're laughing with me, not at me. Well, actually, will laugh at me, I hope. That's most of my jokes. I lied about not being good at self-deprecating. So I'm getting better at self-deprecating too, because I have 3 girls, 13, 14, and 15. Yeah, I know, right? No, I definitely do regret naming them that. Yeah, I'm not good with names, so numbers. That's my thing, right? They got a pet turtle. I don't really get that. How you could love something that's so unemotional and weird and slow. I just wish they'd stop calling it Dad. My oldest daughter a couple years ago, she's still my oldest daughter, but a couple of years ago, my oldest daughter, word order matters, she was being mistaken as being goth. And we both thought that was weird because she didn't wear makeup, she didn't wear black clothes, and she's blonde. But then we realized it's just the shitty attitude. And she agrees with that too. She actually is the one who then told me she started wearing makeup, and she always buys cruelty-free makeup. She said it's only cruelty-free until I get it. Well, she liked to practice on her younger sisters, so it was pretty cruel. She also, I can't tell anymore where my real relationship is with them, because I didn't start my timer and I didn't start my recording, and so now this is all just me. Glad that I didn't record that part right there. I'll pretend that was all perfect. So I can't tell anymore when I'm having a real interaction with them and when they're starting to try to bounce bits off me and write material for me. Because she walks up to me I'm sitting on the couch, she snuggles with me on the couch, and she's like, Dad, I just really want to connect. And I'm like, oh. She's like, will you turn on my Wi-Fi? I'm like, that's a good one. So yes, and yes, I will use that. And we were even. She usually makes me pay in some fashion for all this. I asked one of the other kids, like, why is it important to be trustworthy? And she said, so I can cheat and get away with it. I mean, that really says a lot about who she is, sadly. I'm gonna skip that. So I've been happily married for 17 years. Yeah, thank you. We hope one day she can be too. We think we've got a great plan. She recently made me, quite happy by showing me the level of her passion and support. She got me a really nice, expensive divorce. No, it's okay. I blame myself. I was way too immature when we got married. I was only 34. I'm almost ready to get married now. But we still get along great, the kids and I. So when we first got married, she wanted to get a dog. I'm like, I don't really want to get a dog, but I guess I'll play along. But we have to get a sexy dog, because I'm going to end up looking like my dog, right? You could probably guess we couldn't afford that particular model. We ended up, taking in a Galifianakis old Skywalker mix. Yeah, I've also know that dog actually, if it had a beard, it wanted to be deacon on SWAT. Okay, I didn't know if anybody would know what the heck I'm talking about with that or not, but I wouldn't either. One of my kids made me watch that with her, and now I have that guy's beard because he looks good with it. So anyway, after that failed experiment, we moved on to human babies. Sorry, I'm trying to remember a line that my youngest thought would be great there, but I don't remember that anymore either. And I'm even medicated for my ADHD right now, so I theoretically have a better memory. But one thing I'll warn you, if you write jokes while you're medicated, don't trust any of them. Everything seems rosy and funny and and also some of the worst jokes I wrote when I was on the toilet at 2 a.m. So don't write them when you're on that either. So yeah, we were at the hospital with our first 15, and talking to this, he's a friend of a stranger, and he says, I threw out my back. And I'm like, well, how'd you do that? He says, well, let me put it this way. I'm 36, my girlfriend's 20. How do you think I did it? I thought, moving her into the dorms? I don't know. So we're bringing first kid home from the hospital. And, that's scary, just driving for the first time with the baby in the car and whatnot. And I show up, my sister, who has 4 kids already and is a driver's ed instructor, is there waiting for me in my driveway, backseat driving my parenting already. And she points out, David, that's the dangerous side, the baby is on the passenger side, you make a left turn, that side gets hit. I'm like, well, okay, that's fine, I understand that, but in my defense, she started on the driver's side. So, can't help it if there's a lot of turns along the way. She taught me about car seats and strapping them in and whatnot. But now I got 3 kids, so what do I do now? Obviously, I put my favorite behind the driver and just go across. They get some real-time feedback, showing me, or I show them, where they stand with my love at that time. Hardest time, though, is when they're all being bad, and I got to put them all in that one seatbelt on the passenger side. It barely fits, but make it work. So then my sister says to me, David, if anything ever happens to Dan and I'm like, nah, no, finish that, don't talk like that. It's Dan and me. Yeah. So I like grammar jokes. I shouldn't have skipped as many of those as I did. Ask if the math joke people are here too or not. But so I've noticed, I would have guessed they'd be the same people, grammar jokes and the math. Okay, well, we'll have to talk later too. So I noticed if you want to make somebody angry, you can make them angry just by asking them questions, Are you angry? No, I'm not angry. Why are you angry? I'm not angry. But you look angry. I'm not angry. You sound angry. Well, yeah, you're starting to make me angry. Give me a break. You've been angry the whole night. Matter of fact, that's why we had to leave the party early. You made everybody uncomfortable. You were so angry. But, other emotions don't work that way. Are you horny? No, I'm not horny. Why are you horny? I'm not horny. You look horny. I'm not horny. Well, you sound horny. Well, yeah, you're starting to make me horny. Oh, give me a break. You've been horny the whole night. As a matter of fact, that's why we had to leave the party early. You made everybody uncomfortable. You were so horny. Yeah, so try that. Never works, but and so I'm single now, and I've been on a dating app. And for those of you who don't know, you swipe right means I like you, left means you're too good for me. And so I've had sex now, one time, phone sex, one time, that they know about. Anyway, I think most comedians, have to have a good masturbation joke. You're real sorry to hear this. I don't have a masturbation joke, so I'm going to go in the back and work one out.
Your best exit of the night. That was great. Dave Gus, everybody. So cool connection, your next comedian. So a year or two ago, maybe, I got invited over to Dave's house. He said, hey, I got some other friends, up and coming comedians. We want to work on writing some jokes. So I went over to Dave's house, and that's when he introduced me to his friend named Atul. And as we wrote jokes, we talked about how fun it would be to be in a comedy show together someday. So ladies and gentlemen, I'm excited to introduce you to the finalist of the funniest person in the Twin Cities contest, and my friend, Atul Patel. Atul Patel.
I need a longer name, so I have more time to get up here. All right. So it's great to be here in what I consider the comedy hotspot of Northwest Ramsey County. But the theme of the show is old school, right? So does anybody else here feel old? Yeah. All right, good. I'm not alone. But I know I'm running out of time to get older, and I realize I'm not cool anymore. Like, I've never smoked pot. I don't have any tattoos. One thing I do know is I come from a time when phones were phones, right? Watches were watches. And there was such a thing as film photography. I don't even try to explain it to young people anymore. You either know or you don't know. But I really started feeling old when my first nephew picked me up from the airport when I was visiting family. And then I felt even older when my second nephew picked me up from the airport. And my first nephew's kind of laughed at me, like he's married, has a house and a dog. But at least he's not an uncool uncle yet, so I think I'm okay there. Let's see, but they say like aging, the way people look at aging has changed a lot. So they say 30 is the new 20, 40 is the new 30. Well, that makes 10 the new time to cut the umbilical cord. And I think that's kind of disgusting. So I don't recommend it. But I was actually born in India, and I came to the US when I was 4 months old. That's when I lost my accent. I can still do one, but I do not use it unless it is absolutely necessary. Like when I want the tech support guys to understand me. Works out pretty well. But Patel is my last name. It's the most common Indian last name. But we're not all related, just like all the Nelsons in the room aren't related, right? And there are no Dr. Patels in my family, although you might know of some. But since my name is very short and unimpressive, I think I'm going to start introducing myself like they do on Lord of the Rings. So I'd be Atul, son of Harilal, principal renter and defender of Willow Tree Apartments, Unit 248, City of Minneapolis, State of Minnesota, United States of America, planet Earth, solar system, Milky Way galaxy. Thank you very much. I had to think about what our solar system was called for a second there. But you know, it's weird when I grew up being 100% Indian, and I still am. All my friends that were mainstream white Americans, like they're always a mix of, you know, 1/4 German, 1/2 Irish, 1/16 Native American. And I think that's how you all reproduce. Your grandfathers would seduce your grandmothers with fractions. It's like, hey baby, you want to create a 1/4 Norwegian baby tonight? It seems like it worked, especially around here. But when I fill out forms, I get tired of checking the box for Asian or Pacific Islander. I mean, Indians deserve our own checkbox because they're different than East Asians, like Chinese people. We win spelling bees and we suck at the Olympics. That's how you get done. But like, we get ignored as Asians. You know, it's always referred to like for East Asians. And then when there's a terrorist event in the Middle East, then suddenly we're considered Arab Middle Easterners. So it kind of goes to the territory, especially after 9/11. That was great memories. But I get tired of people who think I'm not American because I'm not white. Those are the people who say things like, "This is America, why don't you speak English?" Well, if you want to judge Americanness based on English skills, then if you look at my ACT verbal scores, and I'm a hell of a lot more American than those guys. And I'm older than a lot of those guys. That means I've been here longer, which makes me more American too, right? So. But I studied mechanical engineering in school, and I told a guy at a party that I was an engineer. He's like, maybe you can help me fix my BMW. But he doesn't get it. Like, there are two kinds of engineers. The white engineers tend to be the hands-on kind of guys. The Indian engineers tend to be more the theoretical guys. I mean, my dad didn't grow up fixing cars. He didn't have one. His dad definitely didn't have a car in India, right? So it's kind of different. Well, that's a new joke. I'll cross it off the list. But I used to be an entrepreneur, but I wasn't managing my time right or well. It just wasn't getting enough done for me. So then I had to fire myself, and I became self-unemployed, which wasn't good. To pay the bills, I got a job in marketing, but I just wasn't getting enough applause in my day job. So that's when I started doing comedy. And I'm still working on getting more applause. So, thank you. Thanks for the help. Appreciate it. And I'm a part-time psychic. I only work when I'm right. If you think about it, it's like funny on 3 levels. So think about that tonight. All right. I like some nerdy jokes. But you know, being a comedian's cool, but I kind of wish we were like rappers, where we could just like boast about ourselves and talk about all the great things about us. So I would like tell people that I'd made a guy spit out his drink from laughter while I was performing. You know, I mean, that's impressive. I have 147 YouTube followers. I almost got a woman's phone number after a show. That's amazing. I would just go to town with that. But I grew up in Cleveland, so I'm always having to defend my city. It's usually somebody, you know, who knows somebody who's never been to Cleveland that says Cleveland sucks. You know, it's like, you haven't even been there. But, people might be wondering why I moved here. Well, that's because I have an affinity for passive-aggressive people, and my favorite color is white. And that's for the snow and ice, of course. Low season stuff this year. But I like cold weather better than hot weather, so my jeans are kind of screwed up. And it gets cold in Cleveland too, but not nearly as cold in the middle of winter. I mean, it's the difference, like if you slip and get knocked unconscious, between frostbite and death. I mean, that's how much warmer it is there in the middle of winter. But does anybody here not drive a Subaru? All right, that's great. I mean, I lived here long enough that I went through the Prius plague, and now we have a Subaru Scourge. I mean, they're like everywhere. I guess they're not just for lesbians anymore, so. Which is good. Do you want me to do a pickup truck joke or not? Yeah. Is anybody else sick of full-size pickup trucks everywhere? Yeah. They're the ones not using their turn signals, and just barreling through the road carrying the driver and an empty bed. And they're the first to complain about high gas prices, right? But at least that's less money for their political campaign support. Or should I call it the legal defense fund lately? That's as political as I'll get, sorry. But I was raised Hindu, and I have this problem. Jesus loves me, but I don't love Jesus, and I'm not sure how to tell him. I can feel the judging. And I'm not crying that you guys don't love Krishna, so, But it's nice that I do like Jesus, he's a cool guy, and it's nice that we share the same complexion. So we have that in common. But I consider Hindus to be the Jews of the East. Like, everything's about food, family, guilt trips, and constant unsolicited advice from parents. Like you should have become a doctor or a lawyer. I hear that all the time. So we have that in common. Do you want the dirty part of that joke too? Yeah. And the only thing different is that us Hindus get to keep our foreskins. We don't have a celebration for keeping them either. How much time do I got, Jesse? 20. Okay, good. All right, so I think there should be movie ratings for when you watch movies with parents, right? So like, so M should be like mildly embarrassing, like P is like, you might want to kind of look away. And then ND8 would be, if you watch this with your parents, you won't be able to talk to them or look them in the eye for at least 8 hours. We definitely need that. I think it's funny that a lot of straight women have gay guys as best friends, but straight guys don't have lesbian best friends. So I really want a lesbian friend. I think it'd be kind of cool to find somebody I could complain about other women with, and maybe even share clothes with. I like my outfit. But I'm all for like the LGBTQ community and support them and all that. But can we stop this transplaining where we're forced to like use our pronouns? I like to make people guess what my pronouns are. And they're right like 99.999% of the time. So I don't think it's necessary. At least for me, I hope not. But does anybody here use ChatGTP or any AI type stuff? Wow, yeah. So are you afraid it's going to take over the world? Okay. Well, I think you don't have to worry about it because it's pretty young, right? And pretty soon it'll become a millennial, and then it just won't want to do anything, right? It won't want to answer any of our questions. It'll just like be scrolling through TikToks and like have its earbuds on and won't talk to us anyway. So I think there's nothing to worry about there. Thank you, that's my newest joke. I just came up with that today. But I'm a big fan of chips and salsa. I like tortilla chips and salsa. It's like my favorite snack of all time. But I have this problem with that too, where I'll eat some chips and salsa for my session, right? And then I feel like maybe I should have a little more salsa on this last chip, right? And then I'm like, well, I kind of need another chip. So then I get more chips, but then I need more salsa. It just keeps going on and on and on until I run out of chips or salsa. Have you been there? Yeah, right. It's horrible. But yeah, so with that, I've run out of time as well. So thanks everybody. It's been great. So far, my name's Atul Patel.
Thanks, Atul. All right, Atul Patel, everybody. Just want to take a second before we get to our headliner. A round of applause for all of the staff here tonight, you guys. Absolutely. Make sure that you tip them well and are generous. You guys have been a really fun crowd. This is super cool. This is all the comics in the back. This is a good room, right? This is a good crowd. Oh yeah, really quick question. I want to know, how did you guys find out about this show? How many of you found out about the show from like a Facebook ad? Make some noise a little bit so I can kind of hear. How else did you guys find out about it?
Meetup.
Huh? Meetup. Oh, Meetup. Is that a thing? Okay. Heck yeah. Right on. Well, it's always nice to find out how we reach our potential audience people. So, you guys ready for your headliner? All right, so one last personal connection here, because we're not just comedians, we're humans. So the thing that's fun for me about introducing KJ is that years ago when I was first checking out stand-up comedy, I went to this open mic at Terminal Bar in Minneapolis, and I saw all these young kids trying to do comedy, and then this old school guy comes walking into the room, and I'd never seen him before, and he went up on that stage and he crushed, and I thought to myself, that's a comedian right there. So I went up and introduced myself afterwards. He said, I'm KJ the comedian. He gave me his business card, and I thought this would be really cool to be in a show with him someday. So it all comes full circle. Yeah. All right, your headliner has appeared on TMZ. He's also appeared on Fox TV Divorce Court. Give it up for the legendary KJ the comedian.
One more time. Let's go. All right. Let's give it up for Jesse and all the comedians, Fancy Ray, Kurt, and Atul, and thank you Meetup people for coming out, and yeah, this is a nice little sexy AARP crowd right here. No, I'm a young 43 plus a sexy 10. Do the math. That joke is 8 years old. Just means I get a discount at Golden Corral in the thrift store. I'm not afraid of getting older, you know. I'll tell you a quick story about me, how I moved to Minnesota in 1989. I had just graduated from college, whatever, and I was in the NBA Summer League in LA. I was working out. I worked my way up to the where you get scout division, and I had two teams of interest, Minnesota and North Carolina, the Hornets. And so I remember I had some family live here. I had an auntie, I had a grandmother and some cousins. So I called my auntie up. I said, hey, auntie, how is Minnesota? And she said, oh, you love Minnesota. The white girls love brothers. And I said, I'm on my way. And I got here and I worked out with the team, and in this workout, there's a guy that looked just like me. He's like my twin, my doppelganger. We look just alike, man. And people was calling us brothers in the workout and all that. But anyway, so I decided I wanted to visit the famous club where Prince made the movie Purple Rain, downtown Minneapolis, called First Avenue. Yeah. I went up in there. My auntie had gave me a plush mink coat because she worked at the thrift store. I don't give a fuck. I wore it. You know? I put that mink coat on, looked like $1 million, like I was in the league. And I went upstairs. I'm jamming, having a good time. And then this other player that I was telling you about that looked just like me, his name was Sam Mitchell. Yeah. Looked just like me. So I'm upstairs having a good time. Then out of nowhere, Prince walks up to me, puts his hand out in front of me, and looks up to me like this and say, hey, Sam, I love your game. And in that moment, I said, fuck it, Sam, I am. and then Prince said, hey man, we gonna go out to Paisley Park. I'm gonna jam all night. I got my 2 lady friends over here. They digging on you. I told them to hang with you for the whole weekend. I said, damn, the whole weekend? He said, yeah, come on out to Paisley Park. And I went out and I'm jamming with these 2 ladies. I'm dead. And Prince played about 5, 7 discs. This dude is an incredible musician, man. He jammed. And then 5 a.m. we left. I went back to the ladies' place. And man, we made porn. And in my mind, I said, God damn it, I know Sam Mitchell wish he was here tonight. I had my first threesome as Sam Mitchell, man. And then, like, I'm married now 20-something years later. I'm at the gas station. I'm with my wife, and some girl is hollering, hey, Sam. Hey, Sam. And my wife looked around. She said, I think she's talking to you. I said, I don't know her. And then she kept waiting, hey Sam, and then she walked up in between us and said, hey Sam, you don't remember me back in the day? I was like, nope. She said, I remember you. One of your balls was bigger than the other. And my wife looked at me like, yeah, motherfucker, one of your balls is bigger than the other. And I said, babe, I was quite the player off the court too. Probably played better off the court than I did on. But no, I mean, I was a good guy though. I mean, I was just, my sisters, you know, they taught me, I had 6 sisters, so they taught me how to treat ladies. But I'm a good guy, man. I have fun, man. But anyway, yeah, that was back then. But you know, when you get older, you have to embrace it. Some people, our society don't embrace getting older. You know what I mean? Our society, we have these stereotypes about getting over. People, like your kids want to kick you to the curb, or they don't want to give you the love you deserve. But like, I take pride in getting older. Like, I'm at the gym playing basketball, right? Because I still love to play. Thank you. You still play? Yeah, it's great. It's better than running the treadmill, I can tell you that. So that's why I still play. But here's the problem I'm having, is that when the young boys don't understand, when you played something since you was 15 years old and I'm 60 now, they don't understand the craftsmanship I have in the game. So, okay, I hit 4, 5, 6 buckets in a row, 2 game winners, right? I come on the sideline, they talking bad about me, sir. You know what they said? You gotta guard that old motherfucker. Like, who you calling an old motherfucker? You don't know my history or my background. I played D1 and semi-pro basketball. As a matter of fact, I could have fucked your mama back in the day. Now, what's your mama name? Joyce? Yeah, I met a Joyce at Prince at First Avenue. We went to Paisley Park, man. Yeah, tell your mama I said how she doing, you know. Young boys is disrespectful, man. But no, getting older, embrace that, man. Your body changed. Clap if you're over 40 here. Let's see what's happening. Your body changed, man. Things changes, man. Like, I noticed my body started changing, you know, around 50. You know, I noticed things change, man. Like, you know, I would go take a pee, right? In my mind, I'm done. But then I got raindrops of pee trickling down on my goddamn leg. Like the song, raindrops of pee just keep falling on my leg. Like, when did this shit start happening, man? Now I gotta go back in the house and take another shower, wash my clothes, clean myself up, because I don't want my wife smelling my pissy laundry, because I never know when she gonna give me some special treatment. So I got to be ready, man. Now I understand what ladies go through. I know why. I understand, man. I feel like I need to get me some panty liners too, you know. Sit my ass down on the toilet, goddammit, and talk to my dick like, hey, man, you've been embarrassing me, man. Come on, man. I've been doing all this exercise, man. You got to tighten up, buddy, you know. You got to tighten up, man. When I shake you 4 or 5 times, goddammit, I'm done peeing. Why is you dripping on my leg, man? I can't stand this shit. That is a real vulnerable joke that I'm sharing with you, but I don't give a fuck. I'm just having fun, man. Yeah, you get older, man. Then your kids, they get older, and then you know you got to motivate your kids. This new generation, they. Man, what we gonna do with these new kids, man? Let me tell you what happened to me, man. My son, he 30-something years old, gonna text me, "Hey pops, I need to borrow a few $100s." I text back, "Hey son, WTF? What the fuck? You know, I don't know you like that. I don't know you like that. I know your mama like that, but God damn it, I don't know you like that. You need to call me for that kind of shit so I can hear your payment plan." Text me, "I need to borrow a few $100s. I don't even like you like that, man. Let alone loan you a few $100s, man. Thought you was out in the world getting your life together." Oh, pops, man. Oh man, I lost my job, I lost my apartment. I said, "Whoa, you lost your apartment?" "Yeah." I said, "Well, how you lose a whole building? Did you check the bushes? They got a place for you to stay. We don't want you around here, man. We love you, but sometimes we don't like you, you know, because they constantly come back. Kids constantly come back, you know, this Bitcoin generation that think they know more than you do. I'm old school for real. I just tell my kids the truth. My other son, he's 6'9", talking about he don't know what to do with his life. I looked up and I said, "Son, you 6'9", get in the gym and work on your jump shot before you be a 6'9" cashier at Walmart. God damn it, they gonna come in Walmart and look up at your big ass like, oh, you didn't go to practice, did you?" They gonna be paging you to stock the top shelves on aisle 6 and 9. Better get your ass in the gym and get your life together. Man, then he's the same kid. Now I got him in school. He's at the University of Milwaukee, Wisconsin. I go visit and check on him. He the same kid that want me to come down and relate to his level. He said, "Pops, I want to go see this rapper named Future." Y'all ever heard of this rapper named Future? Yeah, so we looked up the tickets, man. The tickets was $400 a piece. And I was like, "Yeah, son, you gonna have to wait to the future to see Future." God damn it, I don't see it in your future right now. The fuck? $800, I don't even like you like that either. Shit, you better show me some extremely high level grades before I consider that. Kids are something else, man. They don't embrace the struggle this country has been through, or their parents or whatever. They feel so entitled, you know, and it irks me that their communication skills is bad, you know, like, you know, don't text me, call me. How the fuck you gonna text me on my birthday, happy birthday? What kind of shit is that? God damn it, call me, man. Send me some money on Cash App or some shit like that. You know what I mean? Cause kids always talking about never get no money back either. You just said that. I quit loaning the money, man, because you never, that's like, you think that some certain people, like, you got brothers and sisters, you might loan them some money, right? And they don't pay you back, but you ain't got to worry about their ass no more, because they ain't gonna call you and ask you for shit. They know they done burnt they one time. They're done. Like if I done loaned you money as a sister or a brother, and you call me and want another loan, I'm gonna cuss your ass out. Like, you ain't paid your last loan, man. I'm telling you.
Money well spent.
Money well spent. Absolutely. Yeah, thank you for my joke assistant tonight, God damn. He feeling good. What you drinking over there, man?
Coors Light.
Coors Light? He's trying to stay light, trying to stay ready. You gotta stay light on your feet, man.
Alice has been working me since I got in the door. I come in late. She says, "Oh, you're late right away. I didn't even know her." You're late.
You want to buy a vial right now?
Hey.
I don't know what the fuck you saying. Sound like you want to go across over here to the trailer park. You know, I know when y'all pulled up here, it's y'all first time, and y'all seen that fat white ass pig out front. And you see the goddamn trailer park over here, and you was like, what the fuck is this place? I know you did, man. 'Cause when I first came here, that's what I said. I looked around, I'm like, God damn it, this looks like an episode of Duck Dynasty. Honey Boo Boo, Honey Doo Doo. Goddamn 9 different reality shows. Swamp people on meth. This motherfucker here. I started evaluating my comedy career when I walked up in this motherfucker, man. It's like, God damn. And just a few months ago, I was in Lisbon, Portugal at a A-list club doing comedy. And like tonight, I'm next to the motherfucking trailer park. Shit. Look at the trajectory of my career, goddammit. But I'm humble enough to love comedy and to do it. I do it for me, it's for therapy. I got 2 comedy sets, one for when my wife come to the show, and one for when she don't. Obviously, I'm the only, me and my few friends, we the only chips and the cookies around here. She ain't here tonight, so I'm just letting it ride, you know. Cause yeah, and Jesse was talking about being a therapist. I remember having to go to therapy with my wife because we got in an argument. It all started with her. Don't you think this is a violation when your wife reads your journal? She's like, oh, you left it open on the table. And you know, I write a lot because that's what comedians do. We write our material. I left my journal open because I generate ideals. But anyway, so we get in an argument because she read my journal. She gonna ask me, KJ, I read your little journal, and in your journal, it says, Men's Health says for you to write your sexual fantasy out, and your fantasy said you have Serena Williams at the tennis net, you banging her doggy style, why Alicia Keys is singing to you? I said, God damn it, Men's Health said it was healthy for me and unhealthy for your ass. Yeah, and so we go to therapy about privacy issue, and then she want to know about my past life, and I really don't want to talk about it. And then my past life comes up in an unopportune time because we in therapy, right? We get in, the therapist says, hey, she looks at me, hey, KJ, how you doing? And my wife looks at her like, oh, you know him? Oh, yeah, I know him back. Oh, you fucked this bitch? I'm like, oh, that was before I met you, babe. You know, let's do this. No, I want somebody you ain't fucked, you know. I'm like, but this, I didn't know she was going to be a therapist. She was a bartender back in the day. She always gave me good shots of liquor. She did. So yeah. But no, I'm married. Where the married people at? Who else is here married? I can just feel the enthusiasm. And marriage ain't nothing but a glorified house arrest program. You got one of y'all is a probation officer, depending on who. You got a cell phone that's tracking your whereabouts. You know, that's your ankle bracelet. It's looking for your whereabouts. It know your locations. And then you got some inmates at home called kids. Call them fucking fun haters and cop blockers. Always want the shit at the wrong time. Sometimes you gotta carve out time for yourself and say, fuck them kids. Tell them I don't even like you like that. No, but you gotta have fun. If you're in a relationship, marriage, you gotta have fun, man. You gotta do fun things, you know. My lady is a health and wellness specialist, so she keeps me like lively and young, and she wants me to stay vibrant, and so she sends me videos about the. She sends me videos. These videos on health and wellness. She said one about the health benefit of a man performing oral sex. And she told me to watch it, and she said, yeah, when you do it right, it releases the happy chemicals, endorphins, serotonins, and dopamines. And then she goes tell me, KJ, just think of it as going to eat at an all-you-can-eat buffet. Yeah, and I was like, well, baby, it ain't an all-you-can-eat buffet if it's the same goddamn food all the time. Shit, that's more like a fish fry to me. They ain't even a good fish. That's that catfish, that alley catfish. Loosen your booty cheeks out. We're gonna have some fun. I'm not one of them comedians that edit themselves or worried about cancer culture or none of that shit. You can't cancel our culture because we are the American culture. This is an American art form, and it's one of the most difficult art forms in the world, but one of the most gratifying, beautiful art forms in the world. So, coming out of the pandemic, some people lost their sense of humor, but discover that sense of humor. For every minute I make you laugh, scientifically speaking, it increases your immune system for 24 hours. So by the end of the night, I'm gonna leave you fuckers with a whole month. I was just having fun, man. Yeah, it's just, yeah, because like last month, like Fancy Rave said, it was Black History Month, and I was in Atlanta doing a show, and they specifically asked for a Black History joke, and then try to get mad at me for doing it. I mean, oh my God, y'all want me to do the joke I did down there? Can I do it for you guys? This is what happened. So I did the joke. I thought it was funny. I wrote it, recently. I said, if you want black people to authentically celebrate Black History Month, then I think we should get some perks. Like, I want some free goddamn fish and chicken dinners wherever I go. Can I get that? Can I get a free get out of jail card in case I punch a racist? Can I get that? Can I get some free drinks and, can I get a free credit upgrade, 850 perfect credit score? I count that as reparations. And this next part of the joke, no offense, white people, but I said I want a free white slave for the whole month of February. Get out there and build me a garden and clean this house. And then after I said that, some dude yelled out in the stand, said, I'll whip you. And I said, no, you will try, but you can get the complete Black History experience tonight. You come on up here and try and see what, you can get the complete Black History experience tonight. I said, we gave you 400 years blood, sweat, and tears in this country, and you can't take one goddamn joke? Dude, I don't give a fuck, I'll still whip you. I said, look, man, I do not want to ruin your day. I suggest you let me buy you a drink and you sit your country ass down. And that's what happened. I bought him a drink and he said, because he walked up the stage, he was only like this, and then he looked up, he's like, yeah, motherfucker, you made a mistake, didn't you? Talking all that shit. But anyway, man, I love writing. I write my wife poetry sometimes. Like, first of all, let me back up. I recently started personal training my wife. Yeah, I'm excited because she think it's for her, but it's actually for me. No, because I had to find a way to inspire her, so every time she would take the dumbbell and go down like this, that's called a gobbler squat. So every time she went down, I said, yeah, do that sexy shit. Yeah, that's sexy, goddammit. Yeah, you doing it, babe. Yeah, give me more, give me 2 more. Yeah. She said, why do you sound like you fucking me? So yeah, I inspired her, and yeah, it's a win-win. It is. And then, because the way I got her, she said, you know, speak the language of love. So the way I got my wife is I wrote poetry for the Panani. That's pussy, sir. Or vagina. Y'all like to say vagina. In my culture, we like to say pussy. It just rolls off the tongue really elegantly. Pussy. I like the way it rolls off the tongue. Pussy. But no, Panani. So I wrote poetry for the Panani. But I wrote this really cool poem, and you know, I was trying to be romantic. And I said, babe, I wrote you a poem today. You want to hear it? She said, oh yeah, what's the name of it? I said, it's called Cotton Panties. Go ahead, let me hear it. It goes like this. Let me get in my poetic voice. They hug and snug the femininity of your soft skin glow. Ooh. Comfort the body in its central essence of your existence. Excuse me if I mention, I would like to be the cotton that covers up your sexy exotic dimensions. Ha ha. Caught in the twilight zone in the bathroom of our home, me, you, and them hot ass cotton panties are all alone. Yeah. Now can I get some ass? I can't write this shit all night. Just having fun, man. Nah, but women can say anything to each other. I overheard my wife talking to her girlfriend. Her girlfriend, she had it on speakerphone. Her girlfriend was excited. She said, ooh, girl, I think I met the one. I think I'm married. I want to marry this guy. I'm done. I'm getting off the market. Girl, I think I met the one. I'm going to go to church and get baptized so I can wash away all my sins. And I heard my wife tell her, girl, you can't wash away all them dicks you done sucked. And half of them going to be at the church when you get there. Women can say anything to. Can you imagine guys saying something like that to each other? Yo, man, I think I met the one, man. Yeah, man, I think I'm going to go to church, get baptized. And then the guy say, no, man, you can't wash away all them stray cats you done sucked on. Half of them going to be at the church when you get there. That joke is still in development, but I thought I'd bust it out tonight. It's got potential, I see. Yeah. How y'all doing? Y'all having a good time, man? Yeah. I'm always concerned when people sit like this. You sit like that all the time? Oh, are you just like, are you an introvert or just comfortable? That don't look comfortable to me. Is that your lady? Is your wife? Or just your lady? Does he sit like that all the time around you? How does that make you feel? You don't care? Does it seem inviting or opening or loving or kind or I don't want to fuck? Hey man, I'm just trying to give you some pointers, man, you know. Open up, man. Loosen your arms, man. Loosen your booty cheek up. Have some fun, man. Why you look so serious? You look like a serial killer. I'm gonna stop fucking with you, man. Look like you ready to kill somebody, man. Goddamn, look like Jeffrey Dahmer bald head over there, man. I'm just fucking with you, man. It's just comedy, man. You having a good time, though, for real? That's good. Yeah, that's good. Because some people laugh internally. It'd be like, this shit is in their head, you know, it don't come out, you know. And then some people just don't give a fuck. They'll laugh loud. Because you got to have fun, you know. Ladies, let's take ladies for instance. The criteria of lady meeting guys is different than guys. Like ladies always say they want a man with a sense of humor. Ain't that right, ladies? Where you at? Woo, woo, woo. Yeah, until you find out the man is broke. Mm-hmm. Then your ass need a sense of humor. I ain't lying. So I met my wife, man. My wife had all kind of questions for me. Yeah, she said, you funny. And then she started asking me weird stuff like, KJ, why you didn't make it to the NBA? And I just said, baby, you don't understand. That's 1 in a million type of fucking job, you know, shit. When I was in the trials, I could not block Kevin Garnett's balls from swinging in my face after he dunked on me. Y'all seen KG from the Timberwolves, a 7-foot orangutan swinging on the rim. Got ball sweat and ball juice coming all over my forehead. God damn it, it's embarrassing. I said, hey, KG, get your balls out my face, man. Trying to buy my mama a house, you killing my dream, God damn it. Get your balls out my face, man. For real, man. But yeah, no, relationships is hard. I'm old school, you know, I like to have fun. I keep a sense of humor. Even when my wife asked me challenging questions, like one day she said, KJ, what is the sexiest thing I can do for you? I said, you can pay this high-ass rent this month. Shit, that sounds sexy as hell to me. I could try to lick my own nipples like, she paid some bills. Gotta have fun, you gotta have fun, man. I was over in Lisbon, Portugal, doing comedy, and I got lost. And because of the GPS, I don't know, it was going crazy, man. It's hard. When you leave this country, you go abroad, the GPS, whatever her name is, Siri, whatever this bitch's name is, this bitch is not reliable. Whatever y'all call her, I'm over there lost. I see a restaurant, the food smell good. I'm looking on my phone because the Uber driver done dropped me off in the middle of no goddamn where. And now I got to find where I'm going. I look at the phone. I said, God damn it, it's got to be close around here. Let me go in the restaurant and ask this guy. I go in the restaurant. I said, hey, man, you speak English? Because, you know, some people speak Portuguese over there. I said, hey, man, you speak English? He looked at me shaking his head like, I said, hey, man, I'm trying to find this place. I said, hey, man, I need directions. You speak English? He's shaking it. And then out of nowhere, you know, he go, you want chicken? Like, what the fuck? I want directions. He kept saying, you want chicken? I like, fuck it, man. Go on, that chicken smell good as hell. Go on and bag me up some of that stereotypical racist ass chicken, man. Get a couple of bags of those to go. So he bagged up the chicken. I got ready to leave, and I hear a voice say, hold on. I come back. I'm all excited. I said, you know what? He said, let me see phone. I said, motherfucker, you can speak English? Yeah. You go down block, hang left, hang right. It's on the left-hand side. You will be at destination. I'm like, motherfucker, you could speak English all this time? He said, yeah, I just wanted you to buy chicken. Like, motherfucker, I was going to buy chicken anyway. Stereotype, man. Yeah. I grew up, didn't even know I was a vegan. Didn't even know it. I got 8 brothers and sisters, 2 cousins, 10 people in the house. So I played basketball. So I was always at basketball practice working on my game because I played Division I. So I was serious. I was a beast on the court because I had to. Some people can afford college, and then some people have to use their talent to pay for college. So I was on the latter side, using my talent. It worked out because I graduated double major. But anyway, this is how I knew I was a vegan. Because I would come home, I would watch my mom start cooking the big old pot of peas, and she'd put smoked turkey in it, or sometimes she would put beef ribs in it. Big old, huge pot, 'cause it's a big family, right? And then the later you wait, the more likely you're going to be a goddamn vegan. Because ain't going to be shit in the pot when you get home. It's all beans and rice. So, and then I was overseas, and I ate vegan, and I was with this group, and I was trying to just clean out. I said, I'm gonna try vegan for a week, and some of my friends, they see me, we in a restaurant. At day 5, I said, fuck vegan. I found a Mediterranean restaurant. I ordered 9 lamb chops. I ordered 9 of them, And then the person that thought I was a vegan came up, hey, I thought you was a vegan. I said, God damn it, mind your business. I'm a vegan. She said, what's a vegan? A vegan that eat meat again. Now mind your goddamn business. them lamb chops was good over there. They didn't have no chemicals in them or nothing, you know. Yeah, so I'm just having fun. Anybody tall like me? Anybody 6'6" in here? No? Well, I'm gonna do the joke anyway. No, because like I'm tall, and the stereotype is that, you know, women love tall men. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? This. Yours is 6'5"? Is he chocolate like me? Okay, I was just curious. I wanted to see if you wanted some chocolate in your life. I'm just joking. Anyway, so I had this job, and every day I would come to work. The lady said, here, I come into work, and the first thing out of her mouth was, ooh, and she said it real sexy. It made me feel good. Here comes my tall drink of water. It felt good for her every day for a whole year, though. I was a tall drink of water. Then one day, I wasn't having a good day. She said, ooh, here comes my tall drink of water. And I said, are you thirsty? Do you want a sip? And she got mad, talking about, what do you mean, do I want a sip? I said what I said, do you want a sip? You said you was thirsty. Oh, I didn't mean it like that. I meant it as a compliment. I said, I'm pretty sure that's not a compliment, you know. I mean, I've been for a tall drink of water for a whole year. That's sexual harassment. You lucky I didn't turn your ass into HR. You lucky, you know. I said, let me make a point with you. What if every day you came to work and I sat at your place in your reception desk and I got in my sexy voice and I said, oh, here comes my big carton of milk. And then you got an attitude like I had one when they, and I said, what, you don't like the milk? You want me to squirt some chocolate in it for you? Oh, I'm just having fun, man. I don't even know how long I've been up here. I'm just going at it. All right. You gotta have fun though, man. That's what life's about. You gotta have fun. There's so much going on in the world. The pandemic taught me a lot about how the world has changed. Y'all remember how the mask, how we was required to wear a mask? Remember that? Wasn't that a horrible feeling when they made you have to, y'all remember that? I remember it vividly because I just looked at it in my journal the other day. Yeah, man, I was so sick of that mask because you put that mask on, man, I felt like my ass done crept up to my mask. That shit was, oh, man. And this how I knew it was really bad with the mask. It's like I went to the bank and I purposely left the mask in the car because I wasn't sure. I went in the bank and the lady grilled me like, oh, why are you in here without no mask on? You see everybody in here with a mask on. Why you want to be disrespectful to COVID-19 and all that? Why would you come in here with a mask on? She was grilling me. I said, hey, lady, pump your brakes a little bit. Slow down now. Let me tell you something. Usually when a black man come in here with a mask on, all you motherfuckers jump to the floors. Don't act like this is some normal shit. I left it in the car on purpose because I didn't know whether it was acceptable or not. For me, I didn't want to go to jail. And she said, well, I ain't giving your money until you put your mask on. So I went back to the car, got my mask, came back, put my mask on, gave her my deposit slip. She gonna look at me like snotty. I couldn't see all of her. Then she gonna tell me, pull your mask down. I'm like, bitch, you just seen me. Pull your mask down. Let me see if you are. She jumped out of her seat like she seen a ghost or something. Like I spooked the hell out of her with that joke. She said, yeah. And I did this joke in Forest Lake, Minnesota. Anybody from Forest Lake, Minnesota? Anybody from there? Fuck that place. I vehemently say, fuck that place. A guy, big Trump kind of guy came up to me. He was all in my face like he wanted to fuck. Hey man, why are your comedy gotta be about black or white, man? Why? I said, hey man, slow down. I write my comedy about my human experience. Well man, let me tell you something. I can't go to the hood where you from and tell comedy about being white. I said, yes you can, you just gotta be funny. White people don't give a fuck, they just wanna laugh. If you funny, we don't care what color you are. That's for real. It's some comedies black people love, like Bill Burr. We love Bill Burr. Ron White, we love Ron White. Yeah, see, that's the country. The country don't understand. Everybody's not just black or white. We all are different human beings with different human experiences or culture experiences. Oh man, y'all want another drink? Have another one. Yeah. What you drinking? Nothing? What you want? Beer? She can't have no more? What? What's? Give him another beer. What? You want him to bust a hole in your back tonight? Got to be ready for you, huh? Yeah, bend her over. Put her in the pretzel tonight and just pound that pussy like. You the one said I couldn't have another beer. Take this dick. I know, man. I love it, man. I love being a comedian. I play with people. I have so much fun playing with. I was doing a show in Miami. True story. True. A young, pretty girl. I think she was black and Cuban. She was gorgeous. She had a series of things she said that was baffling. Like the first thing she told me after the show, she said, "You a handsome sugar daddy." I didn't know how to take it, so I just came back comedically. I said, "Hey, look, young lady, I'm a handsome sugarless daddy. I give your ass some Splenda and some dick and send you on your way." And she was like, what you talking about? I said, yeah, all you young girls want a sugar daddy until daddy wants some sugar. Then she said, I was just playing with you. You funny, but you old. I said, no, she didn't. Did this bitch just compliment me and insult me in the same goddamn sentence? I was like, you know what? I had to come back, because you know what? You young and pretty, but you slow. She got an attitude talking about who you calling slow. I said, you slow for real. Then she started doing the social media IG thing where she had this close, tight dress on, and if y'all go on IG and you want to know what your young daughters and kids are doing, and they twerking and they making a booty clap. Like I thought she had an itch in her ass. She was trying to get out. She's making a booty clap, and the titties are gyrating. The titty mate is gyrating, and she told me, I was gonna give you all of this. And then she got an attitude problem because I said, for how much? And she said, what you mean how much? I mean, how much you gonna pay me to bang you? I can't fuck you for free. Let me call my wife and see if the price is right. Babe, I think I got a team player. I'm bring some extra money home after this show. You don't mind if I knock this one off, do you? Oh, man. I like to do one of my favorite jokes before we get out of here. I don't want to stay too long. It's been here since 7:30. It ain't too bad, 9:09. After the show, I have these t-shirts for sale. If you feel like you want to support. This is what the shirt says: all sizes matter. And what it universally means is love yourself in whatever size you are. Now, if you're thinking about anything else, you got a dirty fucking mind. but it says all sizes matter, and I have them for sale in the back. Please come support if you can, because I don't want to go to a life of crime. No, that's how us comedians, we make a living. Like, I do this 100% for a living, and, you know, travel across the country. We have to do this, have something that, you know, hopefully y'all support. And let me say, when you wear this shirt, you wear it outdoors, you wear it to the gym, it gets a lot of compliments. People love it. They got questions about it. But that's a great conversation piece for you to tell them, go on with your dirty ass mind. It's a great icebreaker. So you gotta have fun with it. All right, I'm gonna do this last little bit and we're gonna get out of here. I'm looking at my little list and see what you want. I like to take a little interactive moment to let you choose. I didn't do Be More Romantic. My dad shot at me. The rest of this shit I did.
My dad shot it.
But y'all want my dad shot at me? All right, that's how we gonna close out the night. It goes like this. My parents divorced when I was 5 years old, so my mom would make me stay with my dad every summer, which is a good thing. Yeah, until my dad discovered how bad I was. Because mom had told him some stuff that I've been doing. And the first thing, when he seen me, he looks up at me because he's 6 feet. I'm about 6'4" then. He says, hey now, boy, he's old school. My pops is old school. He's like, hey now, boy, come here, let me tell you something. Now, I don't want you to go up the street and hang out with them Avery boys. All they like to do is smoke weed, drink, and party. And I'm thinking, shit, that's what I like to do. So I took my ass up there. And them boys got me higher than a hippie. I mean, I'm funkadelic high. I don't know if y'all ever heard funkadelic, but you should listen to his music. George Clinton high. I'm so high, I sit down, and my father come out the living room, and he said, boy, get in there and wash them dishes. And the drugs in me had a lot of confidence and said, fuck them dishes. Yeah, and he said, oh, you think you a man? What did you say? And the drugs had a lot of confidence and said it again. Yeah, and I remember my father, who was a former police officer, come up out of the room and he said, you think you're a man, huh? And then I remember he shot 8 inches above my head. And I jumped up 12 years a slave sober. I started scrubbing them goddamn dishes. I looked at the list, painted the kitchen. I planted the garden. I cleaned the gutters, the basement, cleaned the garage, cut the grass. I cleared that whole summer chore list in 2 days. And he seen me sweating. He said, boy, come here, let me talk to you. Come here, you had that old school vibe to it. Come here, boy, let me talk to you. I brought you in this world and I'll take you out. Now what you gonna do with your life? I said, Pops, I think I'm gonna go to college and get the hell away from your crazy ass. Cause you crazy for real. He said, oh, you lucky I wasn't drinking. I would have Marvin Gaye your ass. I was like, Marvin Gaye? Yeah, Marvin Gaye was killed by his dad. I said, God damn, Pops, shit, I was worried about getting shot out streets by a police officer, but you done took the whole fucking thing to a whole nother level. Shit, I'm gonna be in therapy for the rest of my life fucking with you. But anyway, he said, 20-something years later, when I was grown, man, I came back home. I said, hey, Pops, remember that time you shot at me? He gonna tell me, oh, boy, I ain't never shot at you. I said, oh, you got amnesia or dementia now. I said, let me take the mirror off the wall and show you the hole. I said, see that hole right there? That's what you did. He said, oh, I don't know why you complain about that hole. That hole right there got you a Division I basketball scholarship. and your ass was going down the wrong lane in life, and I just popped something in your memory to help you get your shit together. And now you want to come back and jar my memory with this dramatic shit. I like, oh, Pops, I was just fucking with you. Oh, man. Are there any questions about the black experience before I go? This is good. I hope y'all had a good time. Thank you. Love you. Be blessed. Tell someone you love them. And come back and say hi. Take a picture. Thank y'all so much. So much.
Yeah, keep it going, you guys. JJ the comedian. Well, did you guys get your money's worth? Yeah, seemed like everybody had a lot of fun. Thank you once again for coming out tonight. We really appreciate it. Thank you, Welsh's Big Ten Tavern, for having us out here. I'm going to ask for one last burst of energy from you as I go through everybody that you saw tonight. You ready? Yeah. All right, we started off with Kurt Laux, everyone. Then local legend Fancy Ray. And we had Dave Gus, Atul Patel, KJ the comedian, and I'm Jesse the Shrink. Drive safe, you guys. Good night. Thank you.